What's up, you guys? We've all heard about the blues scale, but have you ever heard about the bluegrass scale? Let's begin. Everyone knows about the absolute king of guitar scales, and that is definitely the blues scale. But not a lot of people have heard about the bluegrass scale. What is it? You can think about this scale as the blues cousin, or better yet, it's relative because it's the relative major counterpart to the blues scale. They are actually both the same scale, they just start from different spots and are used in different situations. So if we look at the blues scale, we can find the notes A, C, D, E flat, E, and G. Although while the notes in C Bluegrass are C, D, E flat, E, G, A. If you look closely, they are the same exact notes, they're just starting and finishing at a different spot. And meanwhile, the blues scale tends to be used more in minor situations, the bluegrass scales tends to be used more in major situations. You can also use the bluegrass scale over a dominant chord, which means that you're going to be able to use it in a blues. You can even blend both of these scales together and apply them over a blues, such as this example here. When looking at the intervallic construction of the scale, we can find 1, 2, flat 3, 3, 5, and 6. And a lot of the magic of the scale happens between that flat 3 and 3, which is pretty much the same thing as calling it the blue note. In this case, you can say that the flat 3 is the bluegrass note. Now you can find a lot of movement between that flat 3 and 3 spot in classic rock and blues licks. A lot of cliches live between those two notes. So rethink the blues scale, think of it as the bluegrass scale. You're going to get a ton of different options. Maybe apply it over a blues chord progression. And maybe instead of playing C blues scale, play the C bluegrass scale, or mix them up. You can grab all the tabs and notations for this lesson over at my Patreon account. Please subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Take care and keep practicing.